Are you in that place? I think he's in there somewhere. I don't know. If you press C on it, on the mission, it should show you if it's not there. Because it's not very clear to me sometimes when it's not in the building and it's halfway across the map. I'm like, fucking hell, when did you tell me that? Before I started looking.
Yeah, no, it is halfway across the map, yeah.
Oh, by the way, boys, it's double score weekend. So you should be finishing your...
that's fine.
Sammy will, anyway. Sammy, you'll be done now within a day.
Hey, we're on. We're fucking on. We're fucking on. Fucking on.
Okay, do it. Is it on, is it?
Oh, now it says cancelled. What the fuck? It's on my phone. It's right. It's on. It's on. It's on. It's on. It's on.
I don't see anything at the moment.
Well, you will.
I see you saying it's on. I see that, but I don't see any picture.
Yeah, well, it's on my phone. It's on the computer. It's on YouTube. It's on. It's on all formats.
Is it black screen?
No. Refresh. Try refreshing. I've just closed OBS and reloaded OBS.
So it's on your daily challenges, Sam, not your weekly.
Right.
So your daily challenge is a double score, so it's the 250, the 500 then.
Well, double, like.
Well, you're the one who should be using this
Oh, there we go.
to
Wait,
advance it,
Yeah.
because you're the one who's behind, lagging behind everybody, so... Bob, you might be finished as well by the end of the weekend.
I hope so.
This double score. Or at least next week at latest.
Check my stream on. Check out the fact that it's working.
No candy, but...
Hey.
Let me check, what should I put on? YouTube or,
Oh, either one. Go on Twitch. Hello. I can see you. It's a bit laggy, like.
I'm gonna look on Twitch, because it actually looks better quality at the moment.
It is, but it's 720p, 60 frames a second.
And you can see everything. Did you see me saying that?
Where was that? Where did you say that to?
You see that?
To?
Mr. Paulin's one of his newest videos. The second story in the one is fucking mental.
Mate,
Last night.
as you said that, I literally loaded up YouTube and there's a picture of Mr. Ballin and he's saying they tried to jump over it. Is that what you're on about?
That's not it. No, it's the one before that one.
What's it? The greatest YouTube storyteller, I think.
The literal
He's alright.
worst
I think they definitely
day
could be
ever.
better.
The literal worst day ever, Sam. That's what it's called.
Oh, give me a little tidbit. I think I've seen that. I heard that one.
The second story is like...
What happens?
I can't remember now. I forgot, but yeah.
Is it a guy who gets his head drilled? That's one of them,
Oh,
isn't it?
that's the first story.
And what's it? Oh, they're horrible stories, man. All of them. They're the worst.
Alright, we have.
Did you see that then, Bob?
Bellow and fuck you.
Yeah, you did see it. What about this one, man? I was sending this a message from.
They should be broadcast.
YouTube.
There we go. It's broadcasting to all of them. You.
Did you see that from YouTube?
Not yet.
Damn, I'm late and I'm full of shit. Don't listen to me.
I haven't seen a YouTube one.
It's the third story.
What happens in it?
The girl pretty much like I find this shocking because like women complain about like, you know, how it's unsafe and then they do stupid shit, I guess. She ordered an Uber, didn't bother checking what car she got in, didn't even ask me.
Oh.
Just got in the car and then she gets murdered. You got in the
Yeah,
car,
no,
like,
but she ordered an Uber. I can't blame someone for being murdered now. Come on,
No.
like, fucking hell.
blaming her for being murdered. What I'm
She got in the
saying
wrong
is,
car. She was murdered.
What is, yeah, but
She
didn't-
ordered an
like,
Uber,
you
some
get in a
guy took a
taxi,
taxi.
how many times have we booked a taxi, right, Sam? And when we go to the driver and ask for our name, yeah, or where they're going. She didn't ask
Lloydie.
nothing.
Lloydie, there ain't no taxi driver that's gonna fucking take me out, mate. I'm telling you, they're gonna have a fucking. They ain't gonna pick on me or you. There's no way. They pick on easy targets. People
Yeah,
try
like-
to like.
You don't get into a car.
Why do you stop blaming people?
Yeah, man.
for
How about
getting-
this then? A guy randomly jumped in my car before, thinking I was his mate, and he was like, "Oh, sorry, mate, wrong car." But like, if a woman gets into a car that she thinks is a taxi, and then this fucking murderer, who's a fucking technically he's a stalker of people, he knows how to hunt people. He's gonna go,
What he did.
"Yeah, I'm a taxi driver. Whatever you say."
He ordered an Uber, and that guy was just hanging around trying to get people in, pretending he was their Ubers.
Yeah, and then she
So,
fell for it in a way. But if you order an Uber, you expect an Uber to turn up. If the guy is then lying, "Oh yeah, I'm your Uber driver," you'd just be like, "Oh yeah, okay."
No, she didn't ask him nothing. She
Yeah,
just
well,
got
you
in a
don't
car.
do, because you assume that the taxi driver is a taxi driver when he turns up in a taxi.
Yeah, but you don't know if that taxi's booked for you or someone else. You don't say.
yeah, but maybe she was naive, man. Maybe she
Yeah,
was
it's just
trusting. You
little
can't be. You shouldn't trust in this world,
Tiny
man.
bit of naivety can get you in all sorts of shit, innit?
But no, it's not saying it's her fault for getting stinky. I just think it's stupid getting in a car.
It is. It's not smart.
It's not smart,
But
but
Logie,
it's not her
Logie,
fault
all
that then
that in
the
the car,
happens to be a serial
yeah.
murderer in the car with her.
Do you remember when we got in that car before with this guy? We went to Games Workshop, right? And there's this we were all downstairs, and this guy was like, "Yeah, I'll give you a lift over to Blackwood," and he was on about setting up a club with us. And I was just like thinking, man, what's up with this dude? Like, why is this 40-year-old guy want to hang around with us like 20-year-olds and stuff?
Yeah, but
I don't know what's on that guy, man. I thought he was getting murdered.
Yeah, but difference is it's all of us, Sam. We could have killed him. He ain't gonna
Yeah, yeah,
protect him, man.
but like, not everyone's as big, you know. Not everyone. Don't worry about you lot. I was there. I would have protected you all, mate. Fucking Superman, isn't it? But not. You're right though. I'm not there all the time.
All I'm
I
trying to
know,
say is,
they-
man, you don't get in a stranger's fucking car. Even if you order a taxi, you ask if the taxi's for you. You
Yeah.
always do it, man. I don't know anybody.
I know. These are things you should teach, but people shouldn't be killed for making little mistakes like
I
that.
didn't say that. I did not say that one bit.
Yeah, but you.
But she's not stupid.
not-
It's just
To me, the first thing
unfortunate
you said is,
that she
it's
got
not fuck
into it.
that guy for murdering her. You had to go at her because she got killed. I was like, man, that's like a fucking monster. Like, you know?
Part of her fault.
Ah.
I mean, I don't know.
It's part of her fault.
Look,
It's like you put your hand in a fucking
done,
fire,
Lady,
it's
I've done that. I've done worse things than that. I went to this guy, went to this guy's party. He smashed up. Turn up, he's there. He's
You
looking
got
for a
it.
girl.
You got
If we'd
to
have been a girl, we probably would have been drugged or something. I'm telling you, I don't know what was going on. But
is if you're a girl, you should be more cautious. They keep saying this, but like they don't be cautious. They just get in like.
I think what they say,
Just randomly, you ask like I don't know anybody ever that have ordered a taxi and just sees a car pull up and just gets in it. They always go to the window and ask if it's theirs. Even girls in
maybe, yeah, but maybe. But what do they say, Lloyd? All right, you come to me. You tell me. You say to me about a taxi, right? You say to me, "Is that your taxi?"
We role playing a fucking.
and then you go no, and then you get in there. You're in the car then, right? It's like, how do you not get in the car with this? How do you not get in the car with a serial killer?
Are you the taxi driver? Are
He's
you my taxi
disguised-
driver?
right.
Yeah.
This is like D&D.
You a taxi driver? You say where you going, mate?
Well, no,
say,
you
"I
wouldn't
know
ask
it's your
for
fucking taxi."
authentication, like, do you know what I mean? I mean, like, you don't have to ask for authentication, like.
I hope you are the
but,
taxi
like,
driver who is meant to be the taxi driver that I have ordered. And then he just goes, no mate. And then you go, oh, alright then.
Fucking is. You just literally. When you
Woman of my own, I probably wouldn't.
What if he was in disguise? What if he's got a fake ID? What if anything? Like, he's just gonna
Yeah.
kill you anyway.
You're
He's
gonna know where
can't-
you're going this year. You ain't gonna know because if you ordered the taxi,
He could know the streets like the back of his hand.
hand.
He could be an ex-taxi driver.
Let me finish what I'm saying. Look, when you ring up a taxi, you ring them up and you say, "Excuse me, can I have a taxi for a flower, please?" Right? And then when the taxi turns up to where you are, you say, is a taxi to Flower, right? Or
And they say,
where you
and they
going, mate? And if
Look,
you
what do they say?
Flower,
What do they say? What do they say?
you
What
know
do they
it's-
say? They say yes. They say yes. You could ask me that question. I could lie and say yes.
You can
And be lying.
You can say
And I would have done everything you asked of me, and I'd be murdered. No. Yeah, but you just said to me. You said, "Is this taxi going to Flower?" You gave me the answer. You're not thinking you're going to be murdered because people don't. And then you've just told me everything I need to know to get you in my taxi.
Right, when I order a taxi, I don't tell them where I'm going. I ask them where they're going. Other people say, I'm going to this place.
But Lloydie,
When they order a taxi, they say, I'm going to this place. Can you take me there? I don't say that. I ask where they're going. Especially if I'm ordered a taxi, I ask them where they're going. And if they say,
I know, but
that's my fucking taxi.
I know, man.
Because I booked it for Flower.
Even when in that example that you just used, you said to me,
in this country and most
I get
countries,
sober now.
on a taxi and even on an Uber car sometimes, they have Uber or taxi written on it. So if you can't see big huge phone numbers
Yeah,
and
they
stuff like
don't
that,
always. They're just people's normal cars half the time. They just look like a normal car. I don't know. I think you haven't too much of a go at this woman because there's many people the stupidest shit I've ever heard of in my life, like climbing down chimneys and dying. And I think, what the fuck were you thinking? But this girl, she got a taxi. Sure, she should have done some of those things, like. But come on, man.
Were we poking holes with it?
no,
You know?
Look. What I'm trying to say is, she's just as stupid for getting in that car without asking where it's going, who it is. Even in America, do you know what most people do in America when they order a taxi? They ask for their fucking license before they even get in a taxi.
Yeah, because there's insurance and things like that in America though as well. Insurance is a bit different to here.
She died. It's gutting as fuck, right? But at the end of the day, she's partly to blame for it. The new
Lindsay, you can't be part
You
of the
can't
blame
blame for being
You
killed
can't
by a
blame
serial
people
killer.
for being murdered. You can't blame people for being murdered.
You can't say, oh, you didn't ask, because that guy would have killed someone else anyway. That guy would have killed anyone.
Like, you should look left and right before you cross a road, right? But if I step into a road after someone's going 200 miles per hour, that's not my fault.
You can't blame the guy who built the road, though. No.
Yeah, I guess.
Should have built that road. Now look, all these people are dying because someone drove at 200 miles an hour.
If someone's driving at 200 miles an hour and you look both
They're a
ways,
liability.
still decide to step in front of the car, that is your fucking fault for being
No, look, no, what if I never
If
seen
they
the
came
car
out of
coming?
nowhere, if they came out of
Swear to
nowhere,
God, man.
they
There
drive
was
at
a
200
car
miles an hour,
walking
man. 200 miles an hour is fast as fuck.
Me and Vicky walking around Newport, and we crossed the road.
Anyway, you watch.
What's
What's
going
going on?
out of it?
Alex Baldwin's about to get fired.
Speeding
Anyway,
down the street like
What have we
100 miles
done
an hour.
here?
He would have flattened us, and we wouldn't have even known he was coming because he was going 200 miles per hour. You ain't gonna see that.
200 miles per hour is
You're
insane
not going to see a
speed.
car going 200 miles an hour, but I tell you what you will do is fucking urine. And I got damn good urine. Because I live on a fucking hill which has a really blind bend. And when you drive out of there, you've got to lose that.
Who would you blame in this situation like?
So
Would you blame the guy
hypothetically,
or the person crossing the road?
The child's thing about looking both ways and listening. Look and listen. Not just look and listen. If a car is going 200 miles an hour, let me fucking tell you now, you'll hear a car going 200 miles an hour. You can't do that, right?
What if the car is going 300 miles per hour, Luggy? Because I tell you for a fact, you will not hear that car going 300 miles per hour.
Whoa, overseer and robot are speaking.
Run over because they were my fault for not looking and listening properly.
I think you're definitely siding with the wrong people in these situations, you know?
You can't side with the cynics, man.
The guy shouldn't even be allowed to even be driving or doing anything. That guy should be figured out is...
Isn't this the story of the London Cabbie who was a serial killer? And then they were just like, how did he get away with it? And it was like, because everyone was an idiot and they couldn't solve the case. And he was going around in a fake cab, pretending to be a cabbie because he used to be a cabbie. I'm sure this is the story.
Well,
He only got arrested recently, and he was like put out on bail and stuff because he had done his sentence, and they were like, and then he got a job as a taxi driver again.
he is full-blown fake himself as a taxi driver, right? So he looks like a taxi driver. This car looks like a random car. He didn't pull up because he's seen her. He pulled up, and that was it. She
But it's
opened his
Uber,
car
like.
door,
Yeah, but it's
and
Uber.
he
They could drive anything. Like
I'm gonna rape or a murderer now.
he could have
Yeah,
just
but-
gone, look, I'm an Uber. He could have been an Uber driver and could be a murderer.
He wasn't an Uber driver though, and he wasn't. Well, he hadn't planned to do anything that night, but he seen her. He didn't see her. He pulled up.
Well, that's her
next
fault,
to the
isn't
club.
it?
She got in the car. The car has child locks on because
No,
he had
look at
children,
you.
right?
He was no in that video story. They tell you he was trying it all night. He was trying to pretended to be an Uber all night, trying to get people in there. They said that.
He didn't say he's trying to be an Uber.
He was trying to get people in there.
I'm watching it now, Sam.
Yeah, I just seen it, and he said that they're trying to get. He was seen trying to get people pretending to be. People thought he was an Uber, trying to get people in, or like in the night.
Anyway, I would not get in a car that I don't know someone. Just full stop. Anyway, I'd ask at the window. So like that's just me. I use my common sense, man. It's up to people. Like obviously, I can't blame her for not using common sense. She's drunk as well, so that helped with the situation. But at the end of the day, look, it's partly your fault for getting in a car in the first place. You do not get in a car. You don't know nothing. You don't even ask.
I think.
Even
I
if
mean, I guess I'm disagreeing on you saying fault.
He could like literally like it's
But
the whole
I'm disagreeing with you
she
saying
gets
it's
in the
her
car.
fault.
At the end of the day is what
That's what I'm
you're saying
disagreeing
that I'm
with.
saying is wrong. I'm not sticking up for him at all. He's a scumbag.
No, but what I'm disagreeing with you, like, is you're blaming this woman for getting murdered. I feel like that's what it sounds like to
Getting
me.
murdered. I'm blaming her for getting in a car that she don't know whose car it is.
But don't blame her for it.
Yeah, you
But
can't blame her because she's dead.
Just say, you should just say women shouldn't get in a car. That's true. Like she shouldn't have done that, but you can't. I mean, we've all done stuff like that, Lloyd, and we haven't paid the price of being murdered. Do you know what I mean? You've done stuff 10 times stupider than that, Lloyd. I've seen you do stuff 10 times stupider than that. Live. Do you know what I mean? So it's like you can't have a go at her for doing something stupid because we've all done it and we're all here, so it's not fair. Do you know what I mean?
There was a reactor leak.
I'm not having a go at it. What I'm trying to say is, as a woman, with all this bullshit that's out today and everything's been told about fucking all these women, you've got to precious, and you can't do nothing anymore, right?
Send in help.
They should be more careful.
Quarantine the reactor areas.
This is the old. This is like an old argument I've heard people saying, like back in the day. It's so. I mean, I'm not saying.
There's always been dodgy people about, but there's more
I
now.
feel like you've seen that line. When people hear that, like rapists and stuff, it's like saying to them, "It wasn't my fault. She was asking for it." Do you know what I mean? That's what it's. I'm not saying that's. I know that's not what you're saying, but that's.
That's where it comes in.
That's what it thinks.
What I've said when it's not. You've taken what I've said out of context. You're thinking.
No, I didn't say you said that, Lloyd. What I'm saying
No,
it's
I know what you mean.
it's getting closer to that. That's what I'm saying.
But it's not getting, I'm not saying that at all. Not even one bit. That's
But
not
you're
even
blaming-
going through my head.
Yeah, but that's
You're blaming.
Just thinking
One
it's,
sec.
you just gotta be more careful,
Right, I
especially
know.
as a woman, when they keep claiming that everybody's getting raped these days, left, right, and fucking centre, in colleges and everything. You can be more fucking careful.
you can't. Yeah, that's different. That's like saying, oh, the person who was killed by this serial killer, they had it coming to them because.
I didn't say that. You're
No,
taking
it's
it
exactly the same argument though, because a rapist is going to be a rapist at the end of the day, and it doesn't matter who they've attempted it on. They've still attempted it. They were a rapist, like. So you can't put anything on the victim because it isn't their fault. It's not their fault they went out and got raped. It's not their fault they got killed by the murderer. It's not their fault. It's no one's fault for anything really, because the scenario is forced upon them by the person who is instigating it as the rapist. That's how I've come to a conclusion with it.
Yeah, but if you do something that allows this thing to happen in the first place,
But it should.
God.
You haven't allowed it to happen ever because it shouldn't happen. Like you shouldn't go. Oh, I might get raped if I go out dressed like this. You shouldn't have to think that. Because like you could go out dressed like anything and you could still end up getting raped.
No, but you should know
That's
you're
like-
gonna get
that's like,
some
you can't
things,
say,
you know what I
"Oh,
mean? Like
an
you're gonna
attract-
get more attention. At
An
least,
attractive
you know.
woman is born attractive. She's gonna get raped because she's attractive. That's exactly the same argument. Like it all falls into that same box.
Stranger fucking danger and shit like that when I was a kid. So like, you know what I mean. The first thing I do is always ask. I just been brought up a different way then.
Yeah, the chance of you getting raped as a man is a bit slimmer than.
90% of kids.
And of all places, America, which is probably capital of the world when it comes to fucking people getting fucking raped, murdered, and whatever. The stupid.
I don't know.
All they
Might not.
It's just it's more publicised as well. It's like it happens in every country on just a fucking sickening scale. Like
I think Thailand's supposed to be quite bad for it, isn't it?
like it's like whether or not people talk about it. So in Western societies, well, obviously we're very against it. So and usually, if anyone finds out, usually it's just you tell your family and your family fuck up whoever fucking did it, like, innit? Well, that's how people tend to deal with it most places. Anyway, it's a shitty subject.
Yeah. Of all the things I expected you to say about that video, that's not what I expected. What she did, that was the worst thing.
The worst thing, what I'm saying, what she did is stupid.
It's not though, because anyway, it could happen to anyone. You could be the smartest man on earth, and you could still, oh, you got in a serial killer's car, and he wants to kill you, and he's locked the doors as you got in before you've managed to ask who the fuck he is.
You literally got into a stranger's car. You didn't even bother asking who it was and if they were an Uber driver. You just got
But they
in the
could
car.
lied like
Yeah, but
this.
if you called an Uber driver, and a guy turns up claiming to be an Uber, you're just gonna go, all right.
He didn't claim nothing. That's the thing.
If
She got
you
the back of the
if
car.
you told all this stuff to this girl, right? If you'd gone there before,
She would be
right,
like, fuck you.
and told her-
She's just
and
gonna
then
tell you to
ignored you.
fuck yourself. She would just be like, you fucking, like, you could have done anything. You could have, like, overpowered her, stabbed her in the leg, locked all the doors of the car, gassed her, chloroformed her, anything.
Could have even dragged her in there. Who
You
knows?
probably, yeah, anything, man. Really, literally anything.
Right,
It's all
it's
like-
in the public fucking street. She literally, there is CCTV footage of her getting in the fucking car in the back without even asking the driver anything. She just gets in the back. And the worst thing part about it all is that guy had kids and his child off in the back of the fucking car. So the moment she gets in it, she can't get out.
Kids, what a monster.
He had children. Terror of our universe. Where the fuck is this vault tech shit?
They've had their swimming lessons, maybe.
What I'm going to say is they need to be more careful. You can complain about all the stuff that's going on and you reckon it's all real. Be more careful. This stuff wouldn't happen if you just be more careful. She was drunk, so that was all a way of thinking.
It's just like people shouldn't be such stalker sick bastards. Like, get some help. Like,
Probably not gonna like what to say, but that's life. There's sick cunts out there. That's why you should be cautious. no matter how much,
So why
how much, how
the
much
question is why.
rules and regulations and everything you put in place, they will still exist. They always will exist. Same with racists. They'll always be about. Even if you manage to get rid of people hating people on this planet, the moment we meet another alien species, we'll be racist towards them. So, or xenophobic, or whatever you want to call it. Right?
I think the aliens have probably got a
Human
pretty
nature,
dim
man.
view
Some
of
people out
Earth
there
already.
like the thrill of killing. They get a buzz out of it. Or they've been so badly abused in their history that they're so fucked up now that that's what they do. There's always a cause to whatever happens, man. Unless
Why is there
no
a
one.
door to a fucking brick wall here? I don't want to go out.
Because no one's born evil. They're a product of their environment.
I don't know.
No, they are
Yin and yang.
Don't forget, a lot of stuff that happens in this world is because a lot of it's allowed to, and it's looked, you know, looked up, you know, not. What's the opposite word to looking down on?
Idolizing.
It's like look at what's happening right now in the media, like with paedophiles and shit like this, right? And with the celebrities now. You gotta realize celebrities can have whatever they want. So when you can have whatever the fuck you want stuff that you can't have. It's human nature. Extremes. You get used to one thing and it gets boring. And you go on to the next. I even looked up his background.
Who? What? What?
Well, when I look up sick people like that, I like to look up their background. It's like that one major massive serial killer in America for ages. He chopped people up, put them in black bags, and then swung around in the woods. The body parts wherever it took ages for people to find dead bodies and that. Well, the reason why he killed so many people is because he was gay. And back then he was friendly.
How is that the reason? How is that the reason?
No, you can look up his interviews. He tells the police.
Yeah, but that's not the reason. He's not because he's gay.
He would have been beaten up, ridiculed and everything. So, he would meet these guys, he'd fuck them, then he'd kill them and chop them up so no one would know he was gay.
Well, that's just guilt then, isn't it? His guilt drove him insane. He's not. It wasn't because that's like.
Oh no! If you actually look at his history, he was actually abused as a child. But yeah, I didn't. You know, that's different to him being gay. It's nothing to do with him being gay, like.
Where the fuck are the rest of these bots?
Like that Fritzl, Gerald guy. Fucked up cunt.
Joseph.
Shot in the head.
Joseph.
If you actually look at his background, he had a messed up childhood. It don't excuse what he does, but it's partly because of what he grew up in and what his family thingy was like. And he ended up becoming what he was.
He's back in the day, photoshopped Barry Hunter, Hunter, Barry Parker, photoshopped his face onto Joseph Fritzl, and he was called Barry Fritzl for so long.
When I watched the video, I was genuinely sad for him, man.
Okay, I think this is
not
bad.
I was oh yeah, I'm glad it happened to you because you got in the car because you're a stupid cunt. I just think she's stupid for getting in the car.
Are we still going on about the car?
There's no more robots, and it still says eliminate the initial group of communists. So, seems to be about
Communist mole rats.
what the fuck,
Fascinating looking at Hitler's history. One of the reasons why he hated the Jews was because his parents and everybody around him hated fucking Jews.
And he was a crap artist. He couldn't even draw fucking windows properly.
You say that, man. That was his style, man.
It's shit. It's fucking
Who's defending
shit.
Hitler?
Still defend
His
his
style,
fuck-
like.
His art was fucking
thing
bland.
is,
It's like a
like,
6-year-old drew the fucking windows. The proportions of it, everything is like fucking sickening. Like
What's going on now?
it's like you took a fucking tab of acid and then tried to draw your own picture over it, and that's what the result was of Hitler's art.
That's what it's like anyway, so I don't see the problem with his art. If everybody else can shit on a canvas,
No, it's
surely
like
Hitler can class his
yeah, but the thing is, he practiced on one thing and neglected other things to such a degree where you're like, that's fucking retarded. Like, you're literally like, you're fucking shit. Like, honestly, it's like he's practiced drawing doors over and over and over, but then he can't draw a fucking window right because it comes out the size of a door. That's what, honestly, man, I fucking hate.
Artists,
I hate
really
it.
crap at doing certain things. Some of the best artists in the world can't draw hands or feet.
Yeah, but he can't draw anything. Like,
You can't know, man. That's what I'm saying, man. Like,
I
literally,
wouldn't even defend his artwork, man.
I guarantee you grew
Yeah,
up.
but it's not machinery, it was, I
Did you watch Cartoon Network, Bob?
Yeah, his literally cartoonish fucking
That's a bunch
perspective.
of people, yeah, right, wait there. That's a bunch of people that cannot fucking draw. That's why I never watch them. Because I can draw better than those motherfuckers, yeah? Yet they're fucking making a living.
Yeah,
out of
it's
this
consistency, man. It's drawing the same thing over and over. That's animation, like.
Hanna-Barbera fucking done.
Transformers was even consistent. You go back to Transformer cartoons, you look how many problems and things that you to draw it. There's always going to be flaws in everybody's work. That's nonsense, man. I think if anything, if they had stuck and allowed Hitler to join that fucking college, I don't think he would ever go.
Oh, he probably would have. He'd probably fucking.
You know, what is the point? There's nothing to gain from this, you know. There's nothing you can take from this as useful, you know what I mean? It's just like arguing for nothing, like, you know.
What's going on? What happened in the big book of Lloyd's controversy?
That Hitler's art was apparently credible.
Credible? You can't go calling it fucking shit when I can't, like you said, you watch Cartoon Network. Everybody loves those Cartoon Network.
Yeah, but the thing is, they're drawing cartoons. Hitler claimed to be a fine artist, like.
Yeah, but look at fucking half of these big artists, right? As far as I'm concerned, none of them can paint. I can paint better than all of them. You call it fucking all this fancy name and stuff for the thingy. Like fucking what's his name who had his ear cut off. Sorry, but his paints are shit. I can paint way better than that motherfucker.
Yeah, but he was painting.
You
Van Gogh was painting.
than Van Gogh. I don't think
You can't say that. No way. No way.
A shit piece of
You are laughing.
sunflower. Oh, I'm amazing. I've seen 3 old kids who can literally replicate that fucking sunflower.
Yeah,
They didn't come up with it.
Yeah,
it was like hundreds of years ago.
yeah, it's
You know,
hundreds of
the
years
point is you
ago, and
can't-
it was fucking huge. It is. You'd think it was small, like, but it's fucking big to get that fucking detail.
There's other art pieces out there at the same time that are way better than that sunflower and never got any credit. And you can look that up, man.
Yeah, it's
Massive
art's subjective. That's what I mean.
Well, but then you can't go dissing fucking Hitler then, can you?
I can, because he's Hitler.
But why would you defend him so hard? Like, that's what I wonder. Like, why?
I
why
have
is
no
it so
pity for
important
Hitler's
to you?
artwork.
Like,
His artwork and just it's just like a kid's drawing. Like, that's what I mean. It's just forgotten. It should be forgotten about because it's not.
But Van Gogh is like a kid's drawing.
Yeah, but it's real compared to him. I was living. Like, Hitler became a
You don't
fucking.
like Hitler, you don't like his artwork.
Yeah, I don't have to separate him because like Van Gogh was an artist. He didn't go on to become a dictator or the chancellor of an entire economy after winning the party by corrupt means. Like, he didn't do that. He cut off his own ear because he was a manic depressive, like.
Pretty much forced into World War One because
He was a soldier. He's not an artist. Like, that's why. Like, his drawings are shite.
university that he applied for would not accept him.
Yeah, because he's not. He wasn't very good. Like that's what I mean.
Join the army. In a lot of his
Why is this so important to you, like?
He's got the
Why
anger.
is this so important to you?
He joined the army because it was the only credible job he could do left.
So what
Why does it matter?
War or art or something?
I hate it. Like
Hitler, like.
Like, I've seen Hitler's fucking artwork. It's just as bad as fucking Van Gogh's, right?
So why is Van Gogh's art bad? You don't like it?
No, I don't like it. It's like a 3-year-old's painting. But that's just me, like. That's what I think, like.
You like Hitler's art?
It's like me, I don't like Cartoon Network drawing. As far as I'm concerned, it's the people at Cartoon Network cannot draw. I can draw
I've lost
50
all my
times better.
viewers.
See my anime, see my Transformers drawings, they're fucking top notch.
Yeah,
I
but-
can't make money from
You
doing
can't
it.
say you're a better artist than Van Gogh, like. You just can't say it, like. Do you know what I mean? Like, you know.
No.
I paint you a sunflower, right? And then you tell me which is
No,
better.
no, you go paint a sunflower and you
But
get
it's
into
like-
a
it's the
chunky
same
business
as-
over
it's the
there,
same
or
as-
fucking-
But Cartoon
Like-
Network as well is like a whole style. It's not meant to be graphically insanely amazing. It's supposed to be very simple and for a fucking child to watch. Cartoon
Actually-
Network is for like kids, man.
Actually, if you go back and then look at the guy who actually creates the Cartoon Network fucking drawings, he'll tell you he can't draw. That's his words.
Well, it is.
Yeah, that's
weird,
fine.
yeah,
He might be.
but-
He might have a good eye for
But
cartoons. Like
people don't love cartoon. Okay, it's a cool art style if you like that thing, but it's kind of known for that style. But it's
People who can't draw.
yeah, but it's also a cool art style. People like Cartoon Network style.
People tracing. All I see is people tracing. You can tell it's a trace. And then they
that's
spin
what
out
animation is, though. You have to trace it, don't you?
I'm telling you, I'm an artist.
the old
Okay.
yes,
I can't
yes,
draw, but
on
I'm an artist.
plastic sheets.
But the simplistic style is also
You don't
it's
trace the whole thing. You only trace the main body. You got to move the arms and redraw the arms yourself and stuff like that. I tried to. I wanted to be a cartoonist, look, but the guy who come into school to tell us how good it should be and stuff like that and give us a bit of hope pretty much just was a cunt. Couldn't even draw himself. That was the worst part about it. He told me, you ain't gonna go anywhere, and I was just looking at his drawings and I was like, holy shit, motherfucker. You're one sad motherfucker because you haven't got anywhere. And you're shit anyway. So now you're trying to bring my dreams down.
So obviously,
Even the art teacher couldn't believe it. Mrs. The short bitch with the glasses, Downing or something her name is in Blackwood School. Even she was shocked at his drawing. She was surprised he even got anywhere.
well, if you visited schools telling people how to be a cartoonist, you probably fucking failed. So you're probably just depressed and drinks a lot.
Yeah, no, that's exactly what it was, man. That's exactly what it was, man.
Yeah.
You could smell the whiskey on his breath.
Oh, no.
He was shocked.
if you by saying you can't do this, you would be like, I'll prove you wrong. Maybe he was like, you know, a nice guy, but prepared to be the bad guy, but he was.
But yeah, the-
more, Mr.
The
Nice
Cartoon
Guy.
Network style is like very simplistic, but it's quite effective in it because it's more about like the comedy and the.
I like
actual
memes
thing.
anyway.
Yeah,
Just
it is about the
meme
story and that. Yeah, yes.
Yeah,
That's what
but
the guy
like-
who created the cartoon said. Like, he can't draw. He said he always wanted to be a cartoonist, but he couldn't draw.
Look at the Beatles, right? Everyone says the Beatles
Like,
are
things
like,
don't
right,
have
I'm
to
gonna stop
be-
the stream for a minute.
but they,
I guess they don't have to be like graphically amazing to be good,
See you in a
do
bit.
they?
yeah, I mean, it's different.
Be
between, like, being good
simplistic
at
and
drawing
stuff like
being
this.
No, I probably won't talk about him again. To be honest.
Okay, fine.
Yeah.
The controversy was very high.
God, look.
He is just, I swear he just picks a subject that's just, most people agree with this, and then somehow he finds an opposing point that you didn't even know existed.
That's what happens though. It's a real thing in society, you know.
But I don't know.
I'm honestly fine with it as long as no one steps over the mark, like. Because then I would probably, if I got banned, I would physically hurt people. You.
You shouldn't be getting banned for whatever. Yeah, I think you should do that.
But you could get banned for threatening behaviour, which is it's just like an endless circle, really, isn't it? Like, because you're like.
I don't know if it was illegal though.
Someone is controversial.
I mean, what's happened to your mic, man?
I've got to use this headset because people just come in and be too loud.
Saying
It's
hello.
kind of shit. So just ignore me if you have to.
Like,
Is it just quiet? Is that all it is, or is it like making loads of noise?
It's like
muffly.
it's like you're in a box, like speaking to me from in a box within my room,
a very small box.
like proper muffled.
If I could set up so I can use my headset that records that use the mic of this, is that possible?
Not sure. Possible.
Here, if I could do it.
I don't know if it's a thing, to be honest. You have to look in the settings on your phone. I'm pretty sure you could do it on the PC version, but I don't know about on the phone.
I mean, you can't even play. I can't find a single way to play two videos at the same time on Android. Can't even do that. You can't.
No, you can't.
play.
No, you can't do two. You can't do two audios. It's all because it's like apps and it's the way it's built.
It can be done. There's like a Samsung app which does it, but my phone. I mean, I've not tried it, but I've heard you can. But my phone doesn't use that. There's no official Android app or any Android Android thing.
I think I got a pity sub on YouTube earlier on.
Pity sub.
Yeah, when like someone subscribed to me and liked the video, and that was it. And not one.
Maybe they did it because they agreed with Lloydie. Lloydie's still like, yeah, finally somebody I can.
Oh fuck. Like that.
And that's full contrarian, Lloyd, I think.
He always does it, and he always has to have the like alt opinion, like you know.
Yeah, I think I mean, I think I can be like that sometimes.
Do you
but
have
I
a
feel
question,
like
Overseer?
I'm not. I don't do
Found
it.
her?
I mean, I don't think I'm that bad.
So she
but
wasn't murdered. This is big news,
the wrong
Overseer.
person, or like, I don't know how you would pick. I do sort of agree with him a little bit on the Hitler thing, though, to be honest.
We have an
Like, I think he
important
was an
announcement
artist. I
from
don't
the
think he was a
Overseer.
one.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like he's not an artist like Van Gogh is an artist, because that was his life. Like that was his only job. Whereas Hitler was a soldier who sustained fucking war injuries
I have charts to update.
and then got involved in politics
the
and took
overseers
over the
finally
country,
decided to
basically.
throw your murderous backside
Which I still
in
find
jail.
crazy suspicious in a way that a small group of people managed to overthrow the entire German government by faking.
Man, I
This
don't think he was as bad as
holotape
people say either.
proves
to be
she
honest,
went into the
because
quarantined
the reason I
reactor
say that
area
is
on
because
her own.
one thing I know about history
She and
is that
Cullen saved the
history,
vault.
the winner of history writes history.
Yeah,
And guess who lost? I'm guessing they pinned it all on. I don't think he was a good person, but I think there was people on our side that were a lot worse than it was made out, and I think he probably did
Yeah.
bad, but also he was doing it for his people, and sometimes
He was made out the bad guy, but at the same time, he was. People were exploiting his. Well, you just like I don't know, just don't know because you don't know him.
Identify yourself.
So I can't. I just know that the things he did were bad because he had the final say at the end of the day.
Good job.
seem like the devil, like where I don't think anyone is actually like just evil for the sake of evil. I think people
Everyone
do
learns
things
we have to work together.
because what they value, like he obviously didn't care about certain types of people and cared about others more, so he was prepared to sacrifice one thought for his, he was willing to use his hatred of one thought to what he thought was like,
No, I'm back, sorry guys.
I don't know.
Luke.
I think it's the thing with Germany was it just
I'll go on in, like...
turned
Where's
bad.
gone?
He's gone to bed, I think, or he said chill out for a bit.
It's just the music, because he's kicking off and it, like...
So stressing out.
What have you done now, Luke?
Well, me? No. Just him going on one in there.
Stressed out.
Please stand clear. This is now a free fire zone. Well, it appears you passed the test. Yes, I suppose we have a deal. You are officially a graduate of Lawchin University, entitled to access to all areas. Back down in the vault simulation space.
It's hammering down.
Maintenance.
It was
Yes, Seer, I suppose it was.
The fuck is going on? The fucking overseers just landed right in my face. I can see the fucking wrinkles around her eyes, like.
You must be proud.
Actually, I am. Tapping down to share with you.
I wouldn't defend Hitler's art though.
It's not like a licensed style,
How?
I don't really want to previously I'd be like, yeah, okay, whatever. You know what I mean? It's some arguments are just not worth even, yeah. You can only win the argument by everybody losing way more than they stand to gain by winning it. That's what I'm prepared to lose if I have to, you know? Whatever.
If Lloydie has an opinion and you have an alternate opinion, Lloydie will never change his mind and agree with that opinion. Like, well, never, but like 95% of the time not. Like, it's just not worth having that conversation.
This is it. Somewhere past this
I've got another headset that's a lot better, but I'm gonna try and get a good PC like that. That's something on this one. What is this for settings? I don't think it's got much I can see.
What are we looking for in here?
Time for a cup of tea and a Kit Kat chunky. Popped up like a straw.
I don't know what you're saying.
You have to use like a Kit Kat chunky as a straw. We've got different.
I'm not sure what you said, bro.
It is funny, I come into the most random conversations when I join, like mid-sentence. It's just, it is funny. Like,
The one it's like this guy like kidnapped a woman, raped her, and offended her, and killed her. And like he was saying it was her fault for getting in the car.
Saying she was stupid for getting in the car.
But I mean,
They said it's her own fault.
Like I said, it's definitely not a hill I'm prepared to die on again. It's not the biggest problem in that station.
Members of Congress and our armed services
I wouldn't even say
very
it.
special
I wouldn't even.
Vault-Tec
I
presentation.
don't think.
I don't even know anymore. That's what I mean, but it's like, this just needs to stop in here, like, you know, it's gone too far. Like.
You can cure cancer by killing the person who's got cancer. You know what I mean? But have you really cured the cancer? I don't think.
Become
Exactly.
invaluable to rebuilding America's economic future. That is why
I was
Vault-Tec
going to say,
has
put
been
that chunky
commissioned to
through
build
a key like a sword. You ever heard that?
and very real vault. Named for the atomic number of the metal in the
What do you say?
Vault 79 will be the new home for all of America's gold
Stop
reserves.
using tea, like using the Kit Kat chunky as a straw to stuff to the tea.
No, I never done that, like, phase.
What?
Does sound good.
What did you say? All you did was Kit Kat chunky.
Yeah,
There's a straw to drink
As
the
a
tea.
straw, yeah. I fucking did that as well. It's fucking hilarious, man.
It's like just use a pack of Kit Kat chunkies, and at least once a day I'll have a tea and obviously
Phase.
I tried it with hot chocolate, it don't work.
No, it's a bit too thick in it, won't it?
It was like one Christmas where I had like 2 packets of fucking Kit Kat chunkies from like selection boxes and shit like that. I was just fucking trying every fucking chocolate dipped in tea and hot chocolate. Every other day was just fucking. I suppose I did just get fat, like literally so much. Like, I bought like a few of those big, massive kilo Galaxy bars because they were all cheap like at the time.
A golden future for the America we all know and love. Brought to you by Vault-Tec.
Gotta find Vault 79. Mysterious cave.
Oh.
Oh, there it is. Could leave here now, I guess. There's actually no way out here.
If you don't want the people coming in now, I'll step back down. Yeah, okay.
It's gonna lock everyone out, is it?
I know they, yeah, sort of, yeah. Like, I kind of like stop the door open, so I have to get it every like 2 minutes and the cops are coming in. But I don't think they even want people in yet, so even better. And send your picture of about to eat plastic and all. Oh, pre-cooked.
Oh. That was annoying. I actually had more viewers when I had blank screen. Or when I was ranting about having a blank screen.
It could have just been me though, because we were both constantly switching screens, trying to understand those doubles for a little bit.
Oh, maybe. Yeah, it said it was like 6 viewers at one point. 6, I think it was.
I also reckon the algorithm favors you for the first like 5 minutes of streaming or something.
Yeah.
I just leave him in the screen to like ramblings of a madman or something like that, and just like talking to Lloydie about controversial subjects. Like
I know, that's not exactly. Sometimes it helps.
After your follower was, man, he was the guy who murdered her. Like, finally somebody sees it from my point of view.
Getting featured like. So why did you do it? And then you got Lloydie going. I wouldn't even.
I've said for years you could have monetized Lloydie. Like I'm telling you, like.
For once, the rumor mill gets it right.
Oh my god, why does the overseer have to go so fucking close? I can literally see the wrinkles on her neck, like. I got the fucking textures to high, so I can see the wrinkles of her eyes, her fucking neck. She's got like fucking blemishes and shit.
About monetizing,
even getting into the vault at all is going to be a challenge.
Need some
But
sort
the
of,
reward? Put aside the base instinct of hoarding wealth.
way of making
What
money
could we
outside
do
of
with a
YouTube
vault
because it
full
would
of
get.
precious metals?
Even on YouTube, there's people. Have you ever heard of a guy called Keemstar? He is. I've never seen. I've seen him get cancelled
Exactly.
about 20 different
No more
times.
barter
His
or
YouTube channel's
wild,
banned.
It
I mean,
won't
he's not
happen
that great a
overnight.
person, but you gotta respect that he does not give a damn, and nothing will stop him. You know what I mean? He comes, you chat onto
Fortunately,
his
you
channel,
just
he'll be
made
back
contact with two
within a day. Next channel's up. And then he even figured out a way to have his, you know, the
Do me
drama
a
look
favor.
thing.
Talk to both.
That's not his channel technically. He like did something where he got it to be somebody else's channel, but he's just a host on there.
Yeah.
They sound like sort of way on it. It's like you got. I kind of respect people that just will not.
They won't quit.
They wouldn't quit. You know what I mean?
I didn't realise he was banned, to be honest.
Alex Jones.
Yeah, many. Oh, Alex Jones is banned as well. Yeah.
Off everything, Alex Jones banned.
There's still a lot of stuff with that. Like, it's so fucking suspicious.
I don't know.
The Pizzagate thing.
I don't know if you should.
It's hilariously like skeptical, but if you had all the money in the world, yeah, you're gonna try some fucking blatant brazen shit.
It looks like we've decided that some level of censorship must be acceptable. I'm guessing.
On what?
Yeah. They must. But the fact that they have censored Alex Jones. So it
Yeah,
must be obvious.
he must have said something. Out of all the fucking nonsense, something was getting close to the bone. You wouldn't just censor someone for that, would you?
Well,
would you censor?
Yes and
It's
no.
like
Like
he's got
there
a
was
big,
a big wave of it, and
he's got his audience, so it's like his audience is miscommunication. But because he's miscommunicating, apparently, what if something he said was actually the real thing, which would then give reason to believe that they shut him up, not because he was miscommunicating, because he was actually communicating.
I don't know.
I'm always on the fence with it on censorship, like where individuals spout so much fucking bad information that it causes problems, while on the other hand they're saying something which is so profound that that is also a danger in itself. Like,
I don't know if he should have been banned though, to be honest, even though I disagree with him. I don't know if anyone should be censored, because that's censorship. If you censor one...
yeah, you censored him, same as Trump. Like, Trump was allowed to keep going, and they... Well, it's just like... He was speaking the truth for certain things, but... for his own gain as well.
it's a madness, like...
It should... Like, I think the Prime Minister or President of a country should know what... Well, they probably do know full well what the government wants them to do.
The Vault
How they
Dweller
get
from
there
76.
is up to them.
What is it?
What?
You want to...
Oh, just stopping on here. Like Trump.
Interesting.
Trump was
Client was
he had his
obviously paranoid
uses
about
because he was
security.
popular.
Lazy
So the Republican
turrets,
Party
super thick walls.
used Trump, and then when it gets to the point where, whoa, he's saying shit that we really don't want him to
it's
say,
not
we need to
bull
get him out
after all.
immediately.
It's in this vault. And
I
you
think
want
some
us
of them
to
probably
help you
supported
get
Joe
it.
Biden to get rid of fucking Trump, but Joe Biden is just not cut out to be a president.
I think they thought Trump would be an easier win than whoever
You
else
got
they're up
some
against. They
grand
sort of helped
scheme
him
to
at first, but then
reignite
he
the
got
basis
way
of
out
capital. And all
control.
that other money talk the lobbyists
what
on the
they
Hill
do.
would always yammer about. That's all well and good. But my
I
concern
don't
is
know,
how
it
that
is
gold can
funny
help
now
us
that you
right
see
here,
that,
right now.
Trump was
How it can help the
definitely
people of
being
Foundation.
treated- He was,
Look, let's say I believe
Biden has
A
been allowed to
structure
get
like this,
away with a lot
you
more
need
than
some
Trump.
serious
was allowed to
Yeah,
get away with.
and Biden's been around the block, like, in a way, innit? Like, he knows how politics works, like. So
It is like a bit left
Yeah,
versus right,
well,
and it's like just because the left is theirs, they're like, oh, it's all right now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's the mining conglomerate, right? Yeah, that
It's
might
in
just.
you've got those
I'll
parts,
start
haven't you?
talking to folks about
You've
how
got
we can
some
crack the
addicted.
rest. Everyone pulls their own weight at Foundation.
Same here, what can we do? What have we really got a choice in?
I don't think we've actually got a choice.
The two choices aren't really. I mean, you can choose other things, but you're not probably. You're not.
Yeah, but
using
then
your
you're
own
not
vote.
you're not gonna get anywhere near you because it's the way that the political system works is that it's first past the post. It's the first person to
Yeah.
get the party big enough, well in this country anyway, big enough that they can then run all the subsets of ministers' jobs and stuff. But then in America, it's the general public makes a vote, and then it goes to other people who think, yes, this state is allocated this many ballots,
There's
and
always
then they
more
vote
work to do here
as
at
well. And then that's
Foundation.
the actual vote. Like it's batshit, fucking batshit.
Because it's like if you win by an inch or a mile, you win
Yeah.
completely. Well, mostly, I guess. If you win by a mile, not if you win by an inch, I guess. I don't know.
The people who think they should be running things are the ones who are always going to step up to say that they can and things like that, and fuck it up for everyone else, because then we find out that they couldn't run it. It was just their ego driving them the entire time.
Just like the thing I was on about with CEOs, it's like almost egos that make people want to do it, but it's not necessarily
Yeah.
their skill. It's like,
It's gotta be, man. The types of people I've met in that sort of job, like a lot of them know that they're in a position to make a difference, but then no one is going to tell them otherwise how they're making that difference. And I guess on the board it's just borderline fucking stubborn, like. And then you have some people who listen and they don't take that information on. And then you have people who are like, they've tried to do everything themselves, and then they're slowly coming round to the idea of having other people help them.
sorry, Mike, that answer.
Oh, just like different types of bosses I've had. Like some of them are just like, I know best. I'm not taking anyone's opinion. And then you have other ones who are like really smart and skeptical of other people being involved. Then you have people who are just like, way, and all they care about is their money. Fuck everyone else's jobs. Like, just you got to work your ass off so they can have their happy life, like sort of thing.
For the dodgy people, where do they all come from?
They're just made by the system of school, and it just seems like education and the way people are brought up.
I think a lot of it is that riding on people's toes is the way, is the successful way of getting ahead.
Yeah.
Maybe you want to get off.
It's brutal.
Why let you? It takes a certain type of person to do that over and over again. I mean, having a place to tread on toes like that, all these people are competing for the same team, if you know what I mean?
Oh my god. I just one-shotted a fucking mole miner,
like if you're against like another country, like in a war, you want to tread on their toes, right? But if you're in the same country and you go find a position within the country,
You got to tread on your own fellow citizens' toes.
This is an example, I'm not going to go into countries necessarily. And, you know, it's sort of, I don't know, you should do it. Maybe it isn't as big a problem.
I've honestly got no idea what you two are talking about. Like, I mean, and it's so hard to hear you, Sammy.
I know,
like, fucking hell.
Sammy's very hard to hear. Well, we're on about
It's
like
really like,
we're on about like different types of people who want to become a CEO of a company. Like, they're not always the people who work from the bottom unless they've been like very downtrodden or sort of thing.
It's either one extreme or the other normally, isn't it? Like,
yeah.
But
like, you're either really nice and helpful and care about your actual community, or you're a workaholic, company-driven money man.
pretty much.
It's like, it's hard to care about both. It's like, what do billionaires do in their spare time? Like, for real?
Probably just find ways to get more money.
Yeah.
Not the billionaire.
That is your spare time. Like, your spare time, your job is just, your fucking whole existence is, how can I be richer?
Not necessarily, innit? You know, it depends on the person. Like, you know, some are more philanthropic and others, like, you know.
Well, like, I can appreciate Elon's idea of he wants to go to Mars, so he's gonna be working on that all the fucking time. But at the same time, he's got the panic of, oh, my company is like fluctuating, like stock prices up and down every fucking day.
He's like soon to be richest man in the world, like. I can't remember if he is, or
he was temporarily, but Bezos is already doing the same thing. Bezos is no longer with Amazon. He's just got free time now to just live off stock.
His company is worth more than every other car company combined, from what I've seen the other day. So, quite a bit, I'd imagine.
They're doing very well. Same with SpaceX. SpaceX are making just unbelievable leaps and bounds in like rocketry. Like, you know, it's ridiculous.
But it is actually, it is advancing. That money is going somewhere we can see it. You know what I mean? It's not like.
Yeah, that's the difference. Like, where does Amazon's money go? Oh, it's going. A lot of it has gone to Bezos in the early days of the company, or payouts, dividends, and whatever. And he's used it to do what? Build a rocket for fun, to go to space for fun by himself, to pollute the rest of us. He's literally polluting everyone for fun.
I think it'll be useful though, I think, possibly. I think
it's the majority of the heads, like a majority of the talent and like the managers and, you know, the heads of whatever have left Blue Origin for SpaceX in the last year. A lot of them, like.
I would as well. It's like, why are we doing this for fun? Just it's self-indulgent madness. Like, we're letting certain billionaires get away with it. Lumping in Elon's company, well, lumping in Elon anyway is a bit of fucking bullshit, because like, that's his actual fucking business. He's not doing it for fun again. This is Lloydie's serial killer argument coming back to haunt me, where Elon is an actual entrepreneur trying to change the world, whereas Bezos just wants to make money. He wants to change the world for himself. Like, he thinks he's in a fucking.
Does want to help build a little bit, and Elon probably does want money a bit as well.
Connection established.
I don't know.
But Elon's got his profit because, like, he's made a
Elon wants money to go to Mars, though.
Yeah, Elon wants to go to Mars. He wants to die on Mars. Like, Bezos just wants to be the richest man.
Daniel Hornwright not found. Fail-safe procedure initiated.
Elon's the stuff he's doing with like brain.
Searching
Oh yeah, the
location
brain
logs for
sync
recent
thing.
signal detection.
But we might need that one day.
Recent
It's
signal
like
detected at Hornwright Estate safe room.
humans aren't going to get any
Proceed to the
smarter.
location to complete fail-safe procedure.
There's a limit, isn't there?
What he said is the
Hornwright
amount
Estate and safe
because
room access
the
cards
limit
are
in us
required for
learning is
entrance.
like all the things that you said, downloading speed is like what, so many megabytes per second or whatever. But the biggest bottleneck to humans learning is our own mind, like how we've got to watch a video.
Yeah.
Like
You can't just be put in.
When Neo's like, I know Kung Fu, I think he literally wants to like somehow get your brain to, in some way, communicate with put these memories into your brain instantly without you having to learn it. I mean, I don't know if that's the only thing he's trying to do. I don't think that's what he's trying. But
It's
I mean,
very much that, I think.
but I'm definitely interested to see what happens with that. When you think about it, you think how's your brain going to communicate with it, but your brain is already like it's 10, like how much each brain is different organ in some way, and
Yeah.
they all communicate with each other. So it'd just be another part of your brain, maybe, I don't know. But no.
I still like, I had a good thought before that all our organs were just different parts. Like, there was just things that breathed, things that ate, things that thought, and somehow they all just came together. Like, this happens a lot as well with like certain planktons and microbes, where some microbes just begin to coexist with each other to the point where they just merge.
Mitochondria? That's
Yeah, mitochondria or like
single cell organism make the mitochondria, blah blah blah.
yeah.
Obviously, there's a good documentary called "The Life Inside a Cell."
Yeah.
Like, and it visualizes the life inside a cell, and it is ridiculous. Like, it's literally like robots.
Yeah, I've seen the video of the protein carrying enzymes, or an enzyme carrying a protein or something, and it goes along a track. Like, it's got little legs. It's got like a bubble that supports it as it floats along this fucking little track. Like,
but they're not pictures, are they?
Access denied.
What, if it's the one I'm thinking of?
3D visualizations in there, kind of thing.
yeah, they've got a 3D visualization of it, but like they've filmed it happening as well. Like, we're using an electron microscope.
Not really.
Yeah. And it is just
That's mad.
strange. It's just like it's like static electricity is forcing the arm to flip over, and then it grabs the front, and then that reaction causes the other one to flip, and it grabs onto the one in front like a little zip, and it just bobbles along with this little air bubble holding it up. Well, it looks like an air bubble.
Like, just like
It's
weird.
fucking bonkers.
Like two condoms.
Intruder.
What?
Identify
Two
yourself.
condoms, that's what people probably use. Like, it's waterproof.
Huh?
I gotta find a key card now. I got food in 5 minutes. We doing a nuke tonight?
Possible.
Later.
Yeah. Ah, I fucking died.
Well, if I had that like G-Force now, I wouldn't want to try it on that G-Force now. I had a little go of Mordhau, like a first-person sword fighting game.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a game where like timing definitely matters and like the action, so it's definitely not. Something like Fallout would actually be okay, I think, because you're not against a human with reactions and stuff, you know, you got a bit more time. But it's not working on them anyway. I'll have to go with this 2 condom, I think.
What?
What? I heard condom.
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what has been said.
Right, I gotta go anyway. Catch you in a bit.
No worries.
Bye bye.
See you.
Let me, I'll post the link. If it's not open.
I'm in the kitchen anyway for the dishwasher and shit. I'm filling the dishwasher in a sec anyway. Yeah, send it me. I'll have a look when I finish.
Fallout now. Fallout's not closing. It doesn't want me to leave. See you later. Bye bye. Raid someone. Let's raid someone. There's no one online. Great. Bye bye.